Hey guys, what's up? Akasan's Honest Reactions, and I am Akasan. That's my little kanji there, if you couldn't tell. Akasan, yeah. Anyways, kanji, Japanese. Actually, technically came from China, but then modified and such. What was I gonna tell you? So, being black in Japan, it's a video I saw. That's why it's all related here with kanji. It's a video I saw, and I thought it'd be kind of cool for me to do a reaction to it because I definitely think I could probably relate to it being black in Japan. But being black in China, very curious to see what it's all about. So, if you would allow me to, let's watch this together, okay? Let's learn together. Sorry, I got allergies. I'm not doing coke or anything, but that's why I'm rubbing my nose a lot. All right, here we go. Go.
Historically cut off from the rest of the world, and with limited immigration, China can have some pretty strange ideas when it comes to foreigners, and even stranger ideas when those foreigners are black. They can range from the curious
Why are you black?
to the absurd.
So, if you are eating chocolate, how do you know when to stop?
Huh? What? But nah, they're for reals. We get
Where are you from?
Where do you think I'm from?
Jamaica.
You look like Africa.
Yep.
No, I'm American.
不可能啊，美国没有黑人啊。
In
Yes.
China, white Americans have no barriers when it comes to claiming their nationality, but black people are often thought to hail from Africa.
I'm sorry, you're just not qualified to teach at this school.
But I have 6 years of teaching experience. Your company only says it requires 2.
You must understand, these parents are paying for a child to be taught by a native English speaker.
I'm gonna talk about
I'm
this
from
later.
Washington, D.C. That's the capital
Yes.
of the United States.
Yeah, but the parents will not accept this. I can see you're qualified. Can you start tomorrow?
Fuck yeah. Speaking English?
Where do these opinions come from?
Yes.
Ignorance is actually a pretty simple recipe to follow.
Tell me.
Start with a
I want to
misinformed
know.
notion on something they've heard.
儿子，非洲很危险，你小心一点。非洲有艾滋病和埃博拉病毒。
Combine that with a lack of exposure to actual black people,
True.
a pinch of filial piety,
好，你好聪明。
and bam.
拜拜挂，拜拜。
Many Chinese believe that racism is a Western phenomenon and does not exist in China, much like gay people in Iran.
Because there is no black people. So, you can't get any racism. Because you are the only one.
Traditional standards of beauty in China have also shaped perceptions of black foreigners. Like much of Asia, in China, whiteness is seen as a highly desirable trait for women. Stores that sell beauty products, without fail, also have a wide variety of whitening creams.
Yep.
I got you again!
Whitening cream. Yep. Yes.
Do you like it?
Nah, fuck that shit.
But let's not forget we're in China, though, a country of contradictions. With every negative opinion and racist outlook, there is also the double standard.
Oh my god. Knocking it out the
American
park
culture
right
is
now.
hugely popular. Hip-hop,
Yes.
while not mainstream, has a massive underground following. And while many in the West have moved on from rapping about money, cars and hoes, these topics are positively thriving in Chinese hip-hop.
Yeah.
Who got that red money?
Unlike their parents and grandparents, China's youth have grown up with access to information, entertainment and art from all over the world. And many have consequently come to reconsider stereotypes of black people. Come on! But China's a huge place with a lot of different people, so there's bound to be some bumps along the way.
Oh my god, the hair touching. Yes.
Hey!
So
One of
much.
the biggest influences for China's change in perspective towards black people is the basketball.
Basketball. True.
It worked in North Korea.
True.
Basketball is the biggest sport in China. The NBA have over 41 million combined followers on Sinner and Tencent microblogs, the most famous being Kobe.
Kobe!
Come on! Other than a big figure like Obama, you have guys like Stephon Marbury, the former NBA All-Star who currently plays for the Beijing Ducks. In the 3 years that Marbury has been in Beijing, he has won the CBA championship twice. In addition, Marbury has been noted for his position as a role model and was made an honorary citizen by the Beijing government.
Wow, really?
He was even presented with a gold key to the city.
Wow.
Hey.
Seriously.
Just kidding. You can touch it.
Yeah.
I
So I
hate
guess
that
what I'm
shit.
trying to tell you is, while integration may have been rough at first, things are getting better every day. Black people in China.
But
Hey!
smile.
Obama!
All right, so there you go.
Do you like your coffee like you like your men? Strong and black?
No, I like tea.
Black tea?
that girl was actually pretty cute though, the blonde girl. Oh my god, where do I begin with that one? All right, okay, let's talk about the one that really sets the tone here. Is just maybe it's worse in China. It's worse in China, but it's definitely noticeable here in Japan with the teaching English situation. You guys saw my video about that earlier, a couple of weeks ago, with I interviewed Tong, and he was talking about he's Asian and he's from America, but he's still it's hard for him to get accepted as an English teacher because he's Asian. Like, the parents will not accept that. It's much hard. And now here in Fukuoka, because there's not a vast variety of foreigners, Western foreigners out here. You got foreigners out here. You got Chinese dude. You got lots of Chinese, lots of Koreans, lots of Asian foreigners. You got Italians, Denmark, anything you can basically think of. They're pretty much here, except for Americans and except for Europeans. It's very thin, very thin, and you don't have the clear, clean-cut white guy foreigner for these companies to hire. So they're a little more relaxed, mainly because they wouldn't be able to hire anybody if they didn't have that. If they had that choice. So very easy for me to get hired in certain places. And it was a, quick story. I got called, like, I remember when I was interviewing a few years ago, and this one company, she asked me if the kids were ever scared of me because I'm black, or because, no, she said, so do the kids ever get scared of you because of your skin color and how dark it is? And I was like, what? What the fuck? I was like, nah. I mean, in the beginning, like all kids, when they see something new they don't understand, especially little kids, they're gonna get scared, but then they get used to it, and that's it. And she was just started telling me about how she hired like an African dude, whose skin was so dark it was purple, she said, and his lips were purple. And the kids were like so scared, and he was nice, but they couldn't continue to employ him or something like that. And I was like, what the hell? And while that may be true or whatever, that's her perspective, the way she looked at it, sort of, I think ignorance is taught at a very young age, and I consider myself kind of a pioneer, pioneering the fact that like I'm eating these. This is actually Valentine's Day candies from some of my students. I got a bunch of them around here. All the kids, they come up and they hug me. They love me. I ask them, I'm like, who's your favorite teacher? And they're like, you are Isaac Sensei. And they run up and they're all hugging me. Yeah, I am single-handedly, well, me and maybe a couple other brothers out here, we single-handedly crafting a whole new generation for all you people out, all you kids that are like 5 years old, 7 years old, about to come out here, move out here. in about 10 years or 20 years or so, man, you better be thanking me when they love them black dudes with the dreads. Because you're gonna remind them of their old teacher Isaac, Akasan. Anyways, but yeah, that's one. And the other one is the hair touching. Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ. Chinese people have like no chill. Especially old Chinese people have like no chill when it comes to just coming up and like, at least Japanese people will ask me if they can touch my hair or is it real. And this gets annoying also every goddamn day. Someone asks me that question. But I also understand that it's kind of ignorance and they're not, like the guy said, they're not used to seeing people like me. There's nobody like me. There's nobody like me. They're often imitated, never duplicated, but even in America, it's very rare. I used to get questions like that all the time. How'd you do your hair? Blah, blah, blah. And even in Los Angeles. So that's no problem for me. But it's the touching part that it's white people and Asian people. I get this the most all the time. Just no chill. Just will come up and just fucking grab your hair. I'm just like, what if I fucking came up and snatched your fucking nappy ass head? Like, this part bothers me the most because you wouldn't do that to any other person. You wouldn't do that to any other human, so why treat me like less of a human and like some fucking pet you can just come up and pet, without asking. So this part is so annoying when I go, especially in Fukuoka here, when I go to different areas, tourist areas, and I run into these old Chinese grandmas, and seriously, they're just wowing, and they just come up and grab it. I'm like, yo, fucking 500 yen, motherfucker. I know you got the money, like that. Serious, no chill, for reals. And you can't even communicate with them because they don't speak English. They probably don't speak Japanese. And you can't tell them, like, no, that's not, all you can be like, no. And then you look like the asshole because you're getting mad at them. You look like you're beating up on an old ass Chinese woman and shit. Like, you're just like, fucking shit. Anyways, but at least, like the video said, it's getting better in China, at least. I do like that, and I think that's one of the reasons my shit that Japanese people say to foreigners is so relatable to people, because it still stands true. It's been like 4 years since I made that video, and then still I get those same goddamn questions all the time. How do you wash your hair? Chopsticks? Blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. I hope it opens some doors up and exposes some of these sort of ignorant sort of questions and actions that people take, because it's very relatable. And the one last thing I'm going to talk about is where they were talking about racism. Like, they didn't talk about it too much. But there was another dude, I forget his name, maybe Dennis something, Japanese guy, got in a lot of trouble. He got fired from his job because the Japanese nationalist dudes harassed him or whatever. He had to quit his job or something like that. And what was it? The hell was his name? Anyways, he talked about it a lot because, Japanese people don't really, a good amount of Japanese people don't believe that they're racist. And this video also talked about, like, there is no racism because it's only one race in Japan. And or in China. I like how the guy was like, you're the only one, so you can't, there's no racism because you're the only black person. And the guy just looked out. And that's exactly sometimes how I feel like, man, like I remember my boss a couple of years ago, former boss, one time said that he was just like, yeah, Isaac. He was like, he used to call me Isaac. And he was like, Isaac, yeah, I know. You're not real black. Like, you're not black. He's like, because your skin is lighter than other black people, so you're not black. And like, you hear these like questions, and if it was a white person, you'd be like, okay, you should know better by now. You should know better. But when you're out here or whatever, you're just like, what the fuck do you say? What do you tell them? I had just recently, I had a conversation. This goes beyond black people. This goes for gay people as well. It's like having a conversation with this one company I met at a bar and such, and they were just talking about how they hired somebody. They didn't know that they were gay, and I was like, okay, does that matter? Does that change their ability of teaching? And they're like, no, well, no. They started stumbling upon the words, and I'm like, you got to be very careful what you're saying out loud, because while it might be more accepted here in Japan that you will not hire a gay person, if that gets out to like your employees and things like that, it's gonna raise a lot more problems for you or whatever. You got to open your mind up a little bit more. So, there's a lot of ignorance, and Japan is clearly very closed in about certain acceptance of things. And like this video said, it's up to the youth of Japan to really be a little more open to this world and understand where things are coming from. Same deal with the music. We got a dude out here called AK-69 or something like that, like a Japanese J rapper basically, and coming out and doing all this, but if you ask him like some real detailed stuff about hip hop in America, you would have no idea, I'm sure. So anyways, I hope it works. I hope the world opens up. Anyways, thank you for this video, however I found it. I appreciate it. Sorry, that was a long one. Until the Batman vs. Superman trailer comes out, I shall keep my reactions honest. Check out the channel, guys. Peace.